We must find time to save the human race. Love, unity, and empathy has no place among the human race in this transition. When we live in love and harmony and show respect with unity, only love can set us free to fight injustice wherever it be. Just said the hungry must be fed, but man can't live by only bread. We have the future in our hands. Let's take the trot to the promised land. Jamaica, Ethiopia, America, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong. From the middle of the graveyard to the center of the sea, our ancestors, are you and me, we are the great ones. From the beginning of time, we have the heart, the soul, the body, and the mind. Calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling. United we stand, divided we fall. All for one and one for all. Some never know themselves until them back against the wall. Jamaica, Haiti, Nyankopong a call, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, praises to the great ones, praises of our nation. Yeah. Oh yes, I say, united we stand, divided we fall. All for one and one for all. Some will never know themselves until they're back against the wall. Nigeria and Nigeria, the Asians wanna call, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong, calling, Nyankopong.
When am I gonna get
Hello, dear listeners. Today, Michael Carnegie has something special for you. A business opportunity that might just change your life. Imagine working from the comforts of your own home or anywhere in the world with just your laptop, computer, or smartphone. Intrigued? Well, stay tuned because Michael Carnegie is about to unveil the secrets of an exciting online business. Friends, this isn't your typical business. In fact, it's so unique that you don't sell a single product. Instead, you share the incredible benefits of this opportunity with others, helping them kickstart their journey to passive income. And the best part? It's automated, running 24/7, 365 days a year. So what's the catch? There isn't one. No need to stock inventory, handle shipping, or deal with customer service. Just sit back, relax, and watch your income grow. But how do you get started? That's the easy part. The entire entire training program is video-based, making it accessible to anyone regardless of their background or experience. And if you ever find yourself in need of guidance, mentors are there to support you every step of the way. Now you might be wondering, what's the real payoff? Well, here it is. More time with your family. Picture never missing out on your children's important milestones, creating countless memories due to increased travel time, and having the financial freedom to save for retirement and even that dream home. Imagine a life where you're not tied to a 9-to-5 routine, but instead you're in control of your time and your destiny. This is not just a business opportunity, it's a lifestyle change. If you're ready to take the plunge into a world of unlimited potential, where your success is only limited by your ambition, then this online business may just be the game changer you've been waiting for. To learn more and start your journey to financial freedom, visit the website at www.michaelmcarnegie.com. That's www.michaelmcarnegie.com. Don't let this opportunity pass you by.
Grand rising, brothers and sisters. I'm here inside of the studio. How you doing? You're hearing me?
Grand Rising.
Yeah, let me first apologize for yesterday. I had a little emergency, still working through it, but my commitment to the class is very, very, very much serious. I don't see Madam Secretary here as yet. I hope she will come through. I've been getting a bit of feedback from the sisters over in the UK, and just one. She was saying that she was not making it through with her lesson plan. She don't come to class, and if you don't come to class, you won't know what we're doing. Most of what we're doing is trying to get you paper-wise up to time, and let you know how to deal with your sovereignty. But there's just 2-person, and I think that it's not class related, but the situation when it comes on to how we are doing our classroom, she may not understand it fully. Any question, Doctor? Doctor, how are you doing with your documents? Is it coming through?
Yes, I received my documents yesterday.
Thank you.
Yes.
So that's a plus. Thank you so much. Welcome to the family. Welcome home. And we can start move now that you get your documents. Certain notification can be put in place so we can get you more documented, because we want you to know your rights when it comes on to utilizing your documents. So what we can start to do now is move to the next phase when we talk about your DOT and some other things that need to get dealt with. Grand Rising Kings and Queen High Chief and Ambassador Yolanda, blessing to you all. Freelance race, freelancer, I don't know who is that. You have brothers and sisters who are coming on YouTube and watching, but they're not part of the class. Please get in contact with me so we can give you the full leverage of the class. What you're getting on YouTube is actually the supplement. You're not getting the real stuff. All right. So please reach out to me. As I was saying, Doctor, now that you get your documents, a few things can be added and we can move forward. A bit of reminder up on the class board here for us. I know that Angela and Kareem ought to be knowledgeable about this. Things that are different and are not the same. This is just something that I want to put in the classroom. I think I posted it. I don't know who had looked at it when it's talk about the USA versus the US. Oh, look at this. This is different meaning.
I looked at it, but I'm not going to talk a lot because my background is very noisy.
What was that again?
I said I looked at it, but I'm not going to talk a lot because my background is very noisy.
All right. Good. So, as it states here, the USA is the Free Republic. Dijon, the corporation, is the US. An American state national is different from a US national. You know, all of these things are very important. Now, I hear people say that Ras G is only in the US side alone. We are teaching. I want to assure you that the same approach in different jurisdiction, but under different names. Like in the UK, you won't have a DOT, Department of Transportation. You will have a different name. It will be DMV, Department of Motor Vehicle.
DVLA.
Yes, you know, and I think a lot of brothers and sisters, I don't know, they are very hesitant. We are trying to empower you, but I think a lot of brothers and sisters may not be of the mindset that we are empowering. Hey, Nana Chanel, Grand Rising.
Grand Rising.
Are you up that? You're at home or are you on the street?
I'm at home.
Okay. I was just bringing them up to scratch with some things within the classroom when it comes on to what the different things as to US and USA, the difference.
Right.
But do you have a lessons for them today, or are you going to continue with the drive and travel?
Go ahead and finish that, and then I'll start up with the driving versus traveling.
Okay. So, brothers and sisters, this is inside the classroom for you to pay some attention to it. It may look small, but it's very, very, very important. What I'm going to do before Madam come on is I'm going to do a refreshers course when it comes on to. This is a 9-minute thing, and after that, Nana will come on and showcase what she has. Good to see you. I think Crystal is on her way. She said that, Ras G, I am coming in. She will be traveling on Sunday this weekend. So if you want to chat with her and maybe find out what she can do via her travel for you, please feel.
Hey, man, guess who it is? It's your boy Lavi Guap. We back in a session of every chill day, rum day, Sunday. I know I've been gone for over 30 plus days. I apologize. A lot of things has been going on in the guy's life. I've been helping a lot of other guys as well, you know, and I've been busy. So my apologies. So what I'm gonna come back today with is a banger. When I say a banger, an eye opener, an eye awakener. I'm here to reach, teach, and try not to preach. You feel me? Because a lot of people is dead in the mind. So what you do for the dead, I'm here to awaken the dead mind and put you on some free game that you probably would never know if you never came across a guy like me. But this information is here for everybody. It's here for everybody. What you guys see on the screen right now is a typical everyday card, you know, that you need to fill out applications, go to school, medical reasons, credit reasons, loan reasons, all these type of reasons why we need this card. What we didn't know is when this card was given to us, it has some derivatives in it. It's the reason why we have this card. It's the reason why this card is in your wallet, in your safe, and in your bed, in your mom's pocketbook. It's the reason why this card exists. But let me tell you what this card was intended and used for. Because this information is not really publicly, but it's getting there. We are awakening. So let's take you back. Let's take back the first time when you first came into existence, when you came out the darkness into the light, which was a portal through your mother, which connected y'all through the umbilical cord to make you alive and breathing, living entity, right? When you come through the waters of your mother, right? You arrive in the hospital, right? And when you're in the hospital and you're coming through the waters of your mother after your motor water breaks,
To the volume. Huh? I don't hear nothing. The what socks?
Slap socks.
Yeah.
We used to wear them back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, Madam Secretary, I'm allowed to take over because this is going to be a bit long. So I'll let you just get interactive with the students.
Okay.
Okay.
Today we're gonna go over rescinding the driver's license. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes, I'm seeing it. I just
Yes.
put it forward.
Okay. So these are the people that we'll be sending our letters to letting them know that we want to rescind our driver's license. One that they left out of this book was the comptroller of your state. So just make a note of that.
When you say rescind or driver's license, mean that they could you explain?
We'll be turning it in, letting them know that we no longer need it.
So suppose you're doing commercial, Madam Secretary.
Well, if you're doing commerce, then you know you need to keep it.
And in most of us work, so I would advise them, because what I did with mine is I show you my US national ID, my ID as to my traveler permit, and then if you're ignorant to the process, I will give you my my state ID.
Your state ID or your driver's license?
My driver's license, sorry. Go ahead.
So we have examples of how to turn it in, what to put in there.
Will this be
And
posted in the classroom?
the book is already in the classroom, but I'll do it again.
Oh, thanks.
And this is the last section of the book. It's going to start over from it ends at page 50. Then it starts over again at page 18. To 18. And that's the important part that's the part that we need to rescind our driver's license. It gives us examples.
So this was inside the class. This was what we was reading from Angela. But remember we had had about 2 miss. So this is the finalization of what we were reading. We will put it back in the classroom so you can get familiar with it, because it has all of the instruction as to traveling and driving, the difference and what you need to do to get into the category of traveling fully or driving. Madam Secretary saying this is for those who want to rescind on the state driving license and maintain their traveler's permit.
Thank you.
All right. For Dr. Judith, you are doing commerce because you do have your business operating. So your traveling permit, whenever you're not doing commerce, that is what you would show to them. I would advise brothers and sisters to utilize your traveling permit. And if it's necessary for them to see your documents differently, would it be a driver's license? If they're pressuring you, you can use that.
I just
Madam
put it in the chat again.
Marvelous. Okay. Marvelous. See, but if Nigel,
I just put it back in on
the classroom.
So I'm going from page 3 of 18.
Mm-hmm.
Introductory certification. Actually, we're going to go back up a bit. So in this, we're going to have of course, your full name. Authorities. Documentary evidence of actual constructive fraud, betrayal. Because basically, if we follow the law, you're not allowed to have a driver's license unless you live in Washington, D.C. But the states have picked up these statutes from Washington, D.C. and decide to follow them. You know, it's not a law. So it's going to be written kind of like an affidavit. It can be just a letter if you want. In here, it's written like an affidavit. You've got your introductory certificate and your place statement of facts, verification and certification. Print your name and witnesses. You can also copy and paste from this letter to use from this. Yeah, you can copy and paste and use it to take out the parts that's not necessary, like the footnotes. Thank you. The driver's license compact provided pertinent parts. State means a state, territory, or position of the United States, the District of Columbia, or the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico. So again, unless you're living in the District of Columbia or the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, then you're not required to have a driver's license, or it's not lawful that you have to have one. Here we have, just coming up on an example here. Only citizens, residents of District of Columbia eligible for a driver's license. The Constitution provides that have power of exclusive legislation, which includes personal jurisdiction only in the geographic territory described. And the geographic territory described is District of Columbia and Puerto Rico, Guam, and its U.S. territories. So one of the things that you're going to is that the driver's license was obtained by mistake by one ineligible. Another thing you're going to highlight is rescission, fraud, actual, and constructive effect of I'm going a little scrolling the page real fast because I'm looking for the example. Or two.
Madam, I was curious with the notification when it comes on to you put a list in the group and giving the brothers and sisters the list as to who they can write to. No, this letter that you're putting forward, this is just for the Department of Transportation.
No, this one is going to go to some of the same people.
Okay.
It's going to go to the comptroller of your state. It's going to go to the Secretary of State. It's going to go to Let me go back. Let me go down and because there's a list again. We're gonna get to that list shortly.
Come on, was that or no, dog? That him up.
Mailing of affidavit. So we're going to be sending it to the Chief Justice, Supreme Court of the United States, John G. Roberts. The address is listed there, Washington, D.C. The Senior Executive of Motor Vehicles, which is also the comptroller of your state. Each state is different. We're going to send to Attorney General of the United States, Eric Holder. The address is also listed there. And the Attorney General of your state. Each state is different. Again, you'd have to figure that out. Also, Chief Justice, Supreme Court of. And this is all listed there, who to send it to.
All of that material is available on that file that you sent in a while ago, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So here's an example of the certificate of origin for your vehicle. When you purchase a vehicle, you want to ask for the certificate of origin, also called the MCO, Manufacturer Certificate of Origin. And by you obtaining this, they will not have the responsibility of sending your car to the state for registration. This is how you operate in the private.
When you have this document in your hand, this show that you're the real owner for the property. Certificate for sale in all 50 states. Curry, Akeem, the thing that you show me, this could go with it. This is what you need to put forward with that thing that I'm studying that you sent to me, Curry.
So would I send this document to DVLA as well in my area?
Agreed. You can send a copy of it. You don't want to send them your certificate. You can send a copy of it.
Yes. But you don't have that because when you purchase a car, if you don't ask for that in particular, all they do is give you documents that lead up to it, but you don't get, just like when you buy a house, they don't give you the real deed to the house. They give you documents that show your.
When you purchase a car, they send. If you don't ask for it, you're not gonna get it.
No.
And they're gonna send your information to the Department of Motor Vehicle, who is gonna later send you a certificate saying that they have a lien on your vehicle.
Mm-hmm. But my thing, Madam Secretary, is when you purchase it, they are selling you the car as if you're buying it, but it's already paid for. So this is how the trickery come in, because when you put the deposit down for the vehicle, that is how you go into contract to pay them. And that is what they use as the code and status to hold you paying for the car. So for you to get that document in your hand, you cannot go to a sales rep. We have something me and Kareem is sharing where you are not buying the car through a sales representative. You're buying the car through the dealership. And it's two different things.
That's correct.
So when you're going into the car dealer, you don't want to talk to the sales rep. You want to talk to the accounting general who is actually doing up your receipt for treasury, and you will show them what we have, Kareem, and then they will have to send it in with all the codes. If you put it on it, they will send it in, and then the treasury will discharge it in your capacity, not their capacity. Because if the salesman buy it through the dealership get the ownership of the car. Because the salesman is not representing you, they're representing the dealership. We'll have to get deep into that still, but I think that's what we're at as far as getting a brand new car.
The 5 of them is deep, and that's why I have to go read through them. I have to
Yeah,
read through them a couple of times.
I think what we'll have to do with those, Kareem, Madam Secretary, get her hands on those too. Madam Secretary
What's
Kareem,
that?
he's got.
I don't think I got a chance to send her. I didn't have her. I don't think I have her email. I'm not certain.
Well, we need to include her in it because I think what we're gonna do, we can do a study group on it, and then we move forward. So we cross the T's and dot the I's. Them.
Agreed.
All right, Madam Secretary, we're going to bring you up to scratch with giving you via email what Kareem had put forward. It is something what we talk about as far as buying a car, not through the dealership, but through the through the merchant, the dealer,
Manufacturer.
the manufacturer. Yes, Madam Secretary. A lot of people are coming around to that understanding.
Yeah.
Yes. I'll let you continue.
Okay. And here's an example of the certification affidavit that you need to send in also, just to say that you are the living in the private, and your vehicle is not publicly owned, and it's not on public record. And if you don't, or if the dealer refuses to give you the certificate of ownership, there's also a sample of a letter asking for it, and you don't pay until you get it, of course.
So my thing is, Madam Secretary, is that they will use brute force as to bring in a record and so forth to take it off your property. And they will produce fraudulent papers, documents to show that they own it. Is there anything in the guidelines to deter that?
That's why you ask for the certificate of ownership.
Before
They
you leave
can't
the
own
dealership.
the manufacturer's certificate before you leave the dealership, before you pay them your money. You want to demand the manufacturer's certificate of ownership.
But that's what I want. That's
And
Perfect time to do it is right at the end of the deal, right before you pay them. That's when you ask them, because they already agreed to it.
no, but here's a catch to it.
right.
The minute you hand them the fake notes, the promissory note, you're in contract with them. This is what they say you agree financially to pay them. So this now is what the codes and status with the law, the agents use as, and that's how you have to end up in the courts now, because the judge now, the police is not working on the law, it's working on the statutes and codes. The judge supposed to be working on the law, but sometimes they do not work in that capacity, and they become a hamper to us conducting business. It's a very tricky thing, but we have to work it out.
That's why the UCC codes are vital to use at this point when it comes on to that.
Quite possibly.
Because remember, they said they give us the ability to discharge debts and the UCC code is what you're going to use to discharge the debts.
Mm-hmm. The UCC codes have some things that will complement when you're going for the vehicle. But how the UCC set up now is they want to drag us in front of the judge to make the decision, and these judges are crooked because they are not signed on the oath. So we have to, if we hand them our money, it's a contractual agreement, and if we don't, they can say we take a property that was on their land that day. It's a tricky thing, but I see people daring to go out there and stand up.
So
There's
I know you
also
pay.
a way. There's also a way, even if you gave them just a deposit for your vehicle, and you already put it in the system, you can still do a 1099-C.
And that will
Send it to the finance.
Okay.
You can do a 1099-C to the finance company, and then they're gonna update your record that you've already paid for the vehicle.
To any finance
also
company or
do
or is it the
any
finance
finance company except Capital One.
Okay.
Any finance company except Capital One. Capital One, you have to put them in arbitration.
Okay. Point well taken. All right, let's continue. I see brothers and sisters in the chat. Hope you're in the YouTube. You are understanding what we're saying. As I said, we'll reach out to you.
Again, you were saying something about them giving you false documents. In this
Yes.
in this thing here is an example of what the certificate is supposed to look like. So you have to make sure that you get a certificate that looks like what the example, or make sure it says certificate of ownership. And sometimes it doesn't say manufacturer's certificate of ownership. It might just say certificate of ownership. I believe there's another abbreviation for it too. MCO. COO. I think it's PCO. I don't know what that means. Might be private certificate of ownership. I'm not sure. But you have to make sure that you get what you ask before you give them your money. And this works best if you're buying the car cash, or even if you get a bank loan. Once you're giving them the full amount of the money for the car, it doesn't matter where you're getting finance from. If you're getting a private loan from your bank, as long as you're not using their, even if you're using finance company, there's still ways to get around it.
A bond.
If you don't get the certificate, go ahead.
I would say a broker. We had spoken to Michael from Florida. Had hooked us up with what's the broker again? I think it was one of those brokers that could insure cars and take off some of the necessary that the state is to us. Those are some of the people that we can deal with.
I have that information as well.
Yes.
I can put it in the chat.
And Madam Secretary, we had, as I said, we had done the DOT and the trust and so forth, but I don't think we had finished up that approach that we were doing. I think we can we can do that for next week. As far as bring them, I did some research with the trust and some things that was needed to do, because most of us didn't put any beneficiary in our trust. We had just move forward with some of the details. Grand Rising, brother Danny.
So this
Yeah.
is a surety
Yes,
bond.
Sorry,
There's
Danny's
a website.
Yes.
But that work, Rascalites. I'm
Let me
just getting a
think good.
moment free.
No worry, man. The recording is there in
A
YouTube.
moment free. So when you ready to send on the YouTube link, I'm sure.
I will. Sorry about that, Madam Secretary. Continue.
The best way to do this is to either call him on the 800 number or on his mobile phone number. His name is there, Taylor Branham. And he'll need the VIN number of your vehicle and the value. And you can write up a surety bond. And I believe it's good for over a year. And the payment is probably like 1 month of insurance payments.
So, Nana, when we're doing this, it's wise to get 2 surety bonds, right? One for yourself and one for the car.
If you want to, you can get one for yourself, but this basically is for your vehicle.
Yeah, that this is when they always ask
There's
for
a
license
bunch.
and
If you go on the
insurance.
website, you'll see a whole bunch of different bonds that you can get. Some might be useful to you.
Okay.
Please put that website in the chat room.
Classroom.
It's on it's in the classroom already. It's got the name of his name, his mobile number, his 800 number, his email, and his website.
Okay.
Okie dokie. So you're gonna want to go over the trust next week?
Yes. I want to.
Rascalites?
Yes. Next week, we could finalize up the trust. As to, I think Doctor was not here for it, so I'm gonna bring her up to scratch. With her DOT and operating in that capacity, so she can catch up to it. I was explaining before you come that I got 2 response from across the pond as that they're not getting access to fix their document, and I was explaining to them that most of the departments is just different by name, but they have the said duty. It's just different jurisdiction. So the brothers and sisters over in the UK, I'm trying to, I gave them all the assistance they need, but they still want to know some more information. So next week, when I'm going over the trust, brothers and sisters, if you're from the UK, you need to get it one more time. I have a UK group that I put information, and I put the brothers and sisters who in the UK inside that group, but they do not correspond. I'll have to get more serious on that. Carry on, madam.
What Izzy and Lorna kind of up to speed on what they need to do?
She put everything inside of the group, but I don't think the group is coordinating. And they have meeting on Tuesdays. I show up on Tuesdays. You know, some people are too busy, but as I said, you know, I can show you the path, but I can't walk the path for you because I have to walk my estate. But I'm willing to show you the path. So Tuesday, I'm going to do back a next thing with the UK class again, and then give them a refresher. Everything is inside of the classroom. For those who come late and can't access the classroom, I refurbish, I repost the things I'm in there, but I don't think people are taking the instructions seriously. So Monday.
So it's, go ahead.
I haven't been on the Tuesday class ever since January. I don't know.
You don't have the time to get on the class?
I don't know about the link. I do have the time, but I don't know the link. I remember when I was in Jamaica in January, I got on a couple of calls, but since I come back here, I've seen it.
What?
The Tuesday class.
No, it's not a Tuesday class. It's the UK have a meeting
Yes, on
with
Tuesday.
yes, and Lorna is the one who spearheaded. So
No, I haven't had
tomorrow
that
in the meeting.
since January.
All right, tomorrow in the meeting, I'll make the necessary links.
Rascal, let me ask you a question, please.
Yes, sir.
Have you heard of a brother called Neely Fuller?
Neely Fuller. Not really.
He's an American brother. He wrote a book what contains a code for you know, the jargon that you need to use when you enter the courtroom.
The what?
The jargon that you need to use, you know, how to speak when you're in a courtroom, how to perform. Pretty much the same as what we're doing, but in other words, he has deciphered a code to get around the legalese in a courtroom.
Okay, the United States Independent Compensatory Code.
Yes, that's the one. That's the one.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that about 5 years ago, we contacted them from the UK. One of my sister them.
Yes.
And we were just blatantly told outright, we don't ship to the UK. Just as abrupt like that. We don't ship to the UK.
I have access to it if you want me to get. If you want me to move to it.
I'll talk to you about that one away.
Also, this is the book you're talking about. Hold on. This is the book you're talking about. I can order it and then send it to you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, that's the one. That's the one. It's a long time I'm trying to get in on this, you know. A long some years now.
So
but,
what do you want? Yeah.
What I want is, in a nutshell, how to convert certain US jargon into UK jargon.
Well, as I said, the only difference is that label-wise, you are looking for the same thing, but it's labeled different. Just as I said, the Department of Motor Vehicle is the Department of Transport.
Yeah. The Department of Transport. All right. I'm not going to take up much time. It's just I had that question burning from a minute ago. All right. I yield right there, sir. I'm going to yield right there. So I will contact you about the book one away. Yeah. All right. We shall be.
Rush if you want to play that video now, now would be a good time. It's 2:59. You're muted. We can't hear you.
This is a video of someone completing their using their card to get some service. And I also put, there's a seat, Paul. I also put in the chat some development from the office. What's the title of the book? Hold on, Dr. Judith. The title of that book is hold on. Mighty God. Neely Fuller, I'm going to put it in there, the United Independent Conspiracy Code System Concept, a compulsory counter-racist code. I'll put it in the chat that you can see it. Give me a minute.
Yeah, shout out to my beauty supply. These are Chinese for respecting our Nyankopong Maroon government, global sovereign rights, no tax. See there? No tax. Respect, respect. My beauty supply. We say they sell beauty supply stuff. Yes, good stuff. Yeah, from you see the Governor General shop there, you must know that it's good things. Yeah, we are say big up. Nyankopong to the world. Maroon government, sovereigns. No other government makes sense. I am Nyankopong. Big up. All my chiefs and ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, man. We're doing it. We're doing it. Big up. Respect.
That's how it feel when you do your first work. You do your first work. Doctor, I can't wait for you to use your card and then come back with your confession. You'll be like, yo.
Amen.
Yes, doctor. And when you go there, please go there with an open mind, as if you are teaching them something brand new. Do not go there, doctor, and expect them to know better. But use that diplomacy that you have to bring your point across. Okay? Yes. Any question? No? I would love to, if my thing is, we want everybody to get a full knowledge as to how to use your document. All right, I am empowering our brothers and sisters to get acquainted with your status and how to make your straw man more powerful. This is what we are trying to pass on a regular basis with our brothers and sisters. As I said this morning, wake up out of my bed and this woman is telling me that she's not fully understanding it, but it's not that she's not understanding what we're doing. It's just that when we tell her things, it is based under the US terminology and not the pun. And I think I've met that all over. And it's not just in my jurisdiction or the UK jurisdiction. It's in Panama. It's in Jamaica. They changed the wording, and so people have to do their homework. Doctor, I am putting the name of the book inside the.
Yes, that's true. That's where I get a little bit
it's too much.
confused,
I
especially when I
know.
was in Jamaica the other day and didn't get most of the classes.
I'm
You know,
telling
so
you.
Yes.
I'm really behind with that. So I'm just trying to catch up with the videos. So I haven't done any. I've done whatever you've sent in the chat. I've filled out every form because I know
Yeah.
everything's in Jamaica and stuff like that. But it's just now to send them off to the different offices. But I'll get there.
Oh, the
I'll put
doctor.
in the
Go ahead.
how to get the OT number.
Good. You know that that's why next week we want to hold a class on it. Because I think we still have one or two people who are getting a bit of their copyright name is not taken care of it, and I think the copywriting of our trademarking of our name is very, very important. Doctor, I just put the name of the book, the U.S. United Independent Compensatory Code System Concept by Dr. Neely Foley. So that can be something that we can relate to. I'm gonna get ready for one more class before I go. Madam Secretary, anything else to the brothers and sisters?
No.
Brothers and sisters, it's short and spicy today. I'll see you at the meeting tomorrow. And next week, I think that's going to be next. We have 2 more weeks leave here. And I want these 2 more weeks as far as completing some of the tasks that we have left. For those who have just joined, like the doctor and so forth, I think the onus is on you to finish up that package that I put forward. I'm going to elaborate on it more Monday as to some of the details as to the testing and questions. We had touched over it 2 weeks ago, but we did not get to dig into it. These tests need to finish so you can be qualified for your masters that you are studying for. All right. Alrighty.
I forwarded you a slide last night, Rascadites, on what to do after you get your ID.
What was that again? Oh, when did you
I
forward
forwarded
that to me?
a slide to you last night.
All right, I'll look it over. So I can correspond with you more. All right.
The only thing is missing from it is who to send your notifications to.
Okay, perfect. This is a whole package you've done then, Madam Secretary.
Yes.
Oh, thank you so much. And I will once I look it over, we can make it available for brothers and sisters so they can move forward. All right, I'm going to get this little man something to eat. We shall have until tomorrow. I'm going to send out the meeting in the next hour so we can have it at our desk.
I might be late for class tomorrow.
No blunting. You know about blunting.
The world is a troubled place. We must find time to save the human race. Love, unity, and empathy has no place among the human race. In this transition.